Okay, so before we actually dive into the teacher route, I actually just found out there were achievements for getting the wrong answers in the various interrogations. So it kind of sucks that I saved over those spots because now I have to replay if I want those. Anyway, let's go on the teacher route. Party on unlocked. It's about time, Susumu. You almost missed it. What did I miss? Nothing yet, but you'll see. It's gonna be a memorable souvenir. Shall we? No, let's wait for the gang. Trust me, it'll be a riot. Talking in riddles, I see. Just keep calm until she shows up. Romy, that is. Good evening, boys. We're ready to damage your liver and your brain cells. Don't start. Tokunaga, what a bliss to see you decided to join us for our annual drinking binge. Your presence here is highly appreciated. You're welcome. How did you find... Hush, they're coming. Sup, y'all? What the hell? Evening, y'all? What's with that outfit, Romy? She didn't want to change her clothes, adamant that this was a costume party. Oh, dang it, that's not nice to make fun of me. Looks great on you, my sweet little Romy. Come on, guys, let's go. You booked a karaoke booth just for us? When I mean party, I do mean it, and money is no object. Tell that to your credit card company. Lovely booth. I hope the seats can withstand my weight. A karaoke, really? Can someone order drinks, like, right now? Gosh, can I sing, please, please, please? Be my guest, my sweet little Romy, and shake that booty. Pull up a chair, Susumu, and chill out, man. Tonight it's on me. For he's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny, etc., etc., and Ari showed up after all. Cheers, Tokunaga. Much obliged. I'll miss you, mate. To your health. That is so sad. You leaving, Mr. Tokunaga. Thank you all for those kind words. And a huge thank you to Romy. It took you almost a week, but you got my name right. To Romy. Cheers. Too bad. Huh? Is that not her? Too bad Ari didn't show up. It's a once-in-a-lifetime anthropological event. In the same room lie all the cliches about teachers. The one who thinks she's smarter than everybody. I don't know which one that would be necessarily, if it's her or her. The old guy attracting the young girls. Okay, that'd be the tomboy who doesn't say a word. The alcoholic moron and the mentally challenged one. I forgot about Ari, the asocial, and we're set for another season of the reality show Secret Teacher. And then Steven Skull says, but there's just 3 of you? I'll drink to the smackdown he laid on them. Cheers. Did you know that in the Middle Ages, kings used to cheer the... We know, you tell us every single time. Seeing them outside of the teacher's lounge is a blessing. Leaving this town, these cliches will do me some good. I'll be right back. Fire in the hole! Speaking of holes, my sweet Romy. I need something stronger to cope with that level of mediocrity. Single malt, please. Neat. Is that correct? Finally. You should know that ladies take all the time they want to make sure that they are dressed to kill. What would you like to drink? Something smooth. They're gonna be surprised. After all, no one expected you, not even the Toma sisters. Come on, let's mingle. bestie. It's about time. You had me worried sick. Good evening, guys. Hey there. Miss Suda, what a delight to see you amongst us. Your presence deserves a toast. Evening. Gangnam Style, or what exactly? With all the smoke inside, I really could use some fresh air. I concur. Having fun? It's fine. A dinner would have been a more proper way of having fun than a binge drinking contest, though. I could not say no to those guys. As a teacher, there's like a code of honor, right? If the honor was mutual, maybe I could agree. Ari. One sec, I need to take this. Tokunaga speaking. So, is this one of the ways to Chapter 6, or no? Cannot believe. Leaving this town. Harder than thought. Let it out. Sensible side. Damned case. Okay, he didn't pass out in the bushes. That's a good sign. Goodbye, and so long, memories. Because that would be kind of awkward, you know? The killer is waiting in his room to ambush him, but he doesn't make it because he passed out in the bushes outside. That would be really messed up. If I were the killer, I'd be pissed. So guillotine unlocked. Workaholic. That's the word which describes me best, and now I have the whole weekend for me. Doing anything that is not work-related is causing me nausea. Unless... There was a party last night, and I only have a few fragments of recollections to put the puzzle together. Memory loss plus migraine plus nausea equals binge drinking in my book. So now are we in a hangover scenario where I have to figure out what happened last night? If I had the guts, at least I could go back to sleep, but that's in the realm of the impossible. Stupid moral code. Huh? What is this? I remember now. Tokunaga, what are you doing here? My assignment might be over. There is something I want you to look at. Eriko was the last person missing, yet I'm positive she was the first victim. What makes you say that? I analyzed the timecode from the extracted frames of the videos, and guess what? You get the date and precise time of death. You're smarter than most cops. Hats off, Tokunaga. But there's more to it than the timecode. Each video has a specific code, which might help us crack this damn case. What code? We didn't see anything. At 25 frames per second, the human eye cannot see it. All I had to do was to extract the frames and compare their color density. Here's what I found. We can't see anything, Tokunaga. The videos are of poor quality. That's the best we can do. Well, guys, let's crack it. Maybe we'll find that missing clue. Maybe not, but it's worth a try. Let's see, the first indicates 8 by 36, the second 0 by 36, and the third F by 36. Or 35, I think the last one was. Interesting. We're gonna need some time since we don't have the crypto variable to decide to decrypt this cipher. 0 by 36 is hexadecimal for the number 54. I was actually wondering about that myself, but I didn't want to do the math real quick. So hexadecimal... Like, I'm not entirely sure about the X, but 3 times 16 is 48. 48 plus 6 is 54. So yeah, I don't know the significance of the 0x part. That's all I have. Anyway, thank you for noticing that piece of information. As exotic as it may look, it could be of a certain value to us. Tokunaga, since you're no longer on this case, are you aware that you won't get any credit if what you found allows us to catch the killer? I do know it. Just trying to help, that's all. Alas, we could use some help to decrypt it, or codes like these 3, but since no other video has been broadcasted. As if you were on vacation. I thought you said that the killer had no connections with the school system. While we're on this topic, the interrogation protocol will start tomorrow morning. Teachers, students, janitors, cooks, you name it. We're getting help from many other districts. Roughly 30 detectives will join us. Waste of time. We cannot exclude anyone from our list of suspects. Stay in your asocial bubble and let the police do its job. Well said, Tokunaga. The analysis of the clues you found yesterday is done. Would you like to know what we found? Yes, please tell me. The flask on the coffee table contained a chemical solution that reacts to air. To put it simply, once opened it would trigger a chain reaction with mycotoxins, fungal poisons. And those toxins were stored in the AC unit, right? True, he tried to use the remote to turn it off, but... Firewall breach on S1, 2, and 3. I guess those are supposed to be servers. Switch the spoofs. What is going on? T2 has been hit. I can't bypass anything. Hold on. That's done. What the hell happened? Our network was breached for a couple of seconds, but don't worry. The system's integrity hasn't been compromised. You can see my friends on this, apparently. Much ado about nothing. An amateur would do better. It took me 10 seconds to block the attack and save the day. Those amateur hackers, they think... Amateur? I can't believe it. Impossible, all the routers are off. The signal doesn't originate from the network, it's just... a UHF signal? English, do you speak it? Those are television frequencies. UHF is ultra-high frequency, I think. In case you missed the last one, our fellow here was bisected in 2. Now, I think the blood actually splatters differently in this scenario, but I've never actually been in a room where this happened, so I'm not 100% sure. So let's see, if the blade goes down the middle... I guess it could make that kind of pattern. It's just as the blade passes further down, there shouldn't exactly be that middle area. All the blood will be allowed to splatter in kind of like an X-like fashion, I guess. This is on TV? Regional broadcast. According to the spectrum, I would have to agree with your assumption. As if we need a clue that obvious. Indeed, we all know the killer targets this town, but what is remarkable is how he uses different types of broadcasting. Internet, videotape, TV broadcast? That's odd. What is strange is that he could have hacked the television broadcast right from the start. How do you know for sure? Such technology is expensive and time-consuming, plus it requires months, if not years, of training. We can ascertain that the killer is right in the middle of a test phase. Hence the different media types he uses to show everyone how good he is. And especially to show us. Bullseye. Online searches about the murders increased by 10,000% in a few minutes. Since he's in a testing phase, like you said, can we fear a national or international broadcast for, and I hope there won't be, the next murders? He has the means to do so, but I'm befuddled for that behavior goes way beyond the scope of your textbook serial killer. We followed some underground leads and tracked down a couple of hackers who could have taken part in such a plan. So? Well, here's the thing. The ones who had the skills to manipulate Eriko's phone have been reported missing. Hold on. If he gets rid of those who can lead us to him, why using the media? Don't they usually taunt the police because they want to get caught? Yes, without a doubt, but let's not start a pathology debate here. What matters is that he won't stop until he gets what he lusts for. Money? No, his trophy. We are dealing with a hunter, and we are all potential preys. I just received an intel about the victim. The name is Tokima Kawate, 27, mangaka, no criminal record. And if you're not familiar with Japanese, mangaka is basically a Japanese manga artist, comic artist. So, he's not going to be drawing any new panels in the near future. Not without a lot of duct tape. No links with any school or college in the area since he just moved in town 3 weeks ago. Listen, I have a meeting with a bunch of high-profile bureaucrats. Tokunaga, just investigate if you will. At this point, we could use all the resources available. Whether the hierarchy likes it or not. Judging from the decrepit faces of the passers-by, I can tell they expected a rerun of a soap opera, not a guy cut in half. Yes? Hello, Susumu? Ari, how are you? I should ask you that. You were such a mess. Was I? So, when do you want me to come over? What? Don't tell me you forgot what you promised. Don't you remember asking me out on a date? Was I that drunk to ask her out? I remember. Let's say 7 p.m. Great. I'll be there then. Bye. Oh my, what have I done? I'm such a terrible cook. Anyway, it's not important. I have to investigate. That's my priority. I'll just order something for tonight at a caterer. So, let's go ahead and do this. Wow, 4 of them. And I saw an achievement relating to the maid, so we want to make sure we can definitely do her. I don't know if we can hit all 4, if it's just 3 like usual. So I need to preserve the bottom one. We're going to save over the top one and hit up Natsuo here. Mr. Higuchi. Do I know you? We have a mutual friend. He often mentioned your name, but we never had the chance to properly meet. Who's that friend? Lori Kanyo. To be honest, I'm worried for I haven't seen him in a while. Me neither. Just as you are, I'm worried. I don't really like how music changes like this. Damn it. There isn't a way to adjust audio here, is there? I'm hoping this isn't drowning out my voice. Maybe he went to see his family. His clan is his only family. Do you know where I can find his other friends? They may know something. I doubt it. If they knew anything, they would have told me. Do you think it's related to his work? Nope, our business is doing just fine and his work is outstanding. Maybe he eloped with a woman. Impossible. At this age, they don't have a passport. Have you heard some rumors about some disappearances? No. Well, that was fairly brief and to the point. So like usual, I'm going to drop the save. So, you know what? Let's do this one just for the sake of doing it. That way I can confirm whether or not there are achievements for botching these. So when you go on the wrong route, this music plays. How do you manage to have such an amazing mustache? My secret is to use a cone to brush it when it's moist. A cone? If you run into him, tell him to come and see us. So... Maybe only certain ones have it? I don't know. Huh. Okay, so if nothing else, you got to see one of those, but... Pedophile or vengeance? Let's go pedophile. I doubt it's this one because we already had this one. Maybe he was arrested. Impossible, we would know. After all, with all the money we give away, so they let us do what we do. If you run into him, tell him to come and see us. That's what I thought. Maybe some parents got even. It's possible indeed. His lust for youngsters has probably sealed his doom. Huh. That was fairly brief. Okay, maid time. Miss Aonuma. Welcome. What would you like to drink? Our strawberry macchiato is famous all over town. Strawberry macchiato unlocked. Can you spare me a few minutes? I'd like to have a word with you. Sorry, but my maid services are only available after midnight. It's about your aunt, Kuroki Kumi. You're her niece, right? Yes, she's my aunt on my mother's side. God rest her soul. Kumi is like a mother to me. Did you hear anything about her? Nothing. Sorry. I'm investigating the disappearances, and your testimony could be helpful. Alrighty. I'll do anything so my aunt can be found. Can you tell me anything about her family? Her, me, her parents, and that's pretty much it. The less the merrier, at least that's our motto. I can respect that. Tell me about her friends. She doesn't have any. She barely socializes unless it's related to her job. You know, Kumi is a talented social worker, but deep down inside she's introvert. I'm her only friend in a way. Rest assured, this has nothing to do with a social phobia or anything. She just doesn't have time for anyone but her clients and her family. What about her job? You're in for the long run then, huh? Her work was the only thing she talked about day and night. At dinner, her favorite topics of conversation were along the lines of social laws, patrimony, heritage transmissions, or bonus productions, whatever that means. Between you and I used to nod, although I couldn't understand a thing. Such a devotion to one's work is so rare, one can only assume she tried to make amends after what she had done. Tell me about her relationships. Did she date anyone? Nope, she'd have told me if she was seeing someone. I'm sorry to address this issue, but have you heard anything about the disappearances? Rumors are hearsay. My optimism forbids me to assume Kimi has been... You'll get in touch with me if you hear anything, right? So real quick, I want to try the outfit one more time, just to try the joke route. Oh! Huh. Well, that's interesting. That outfit, is it for teasing customers or is it because you're docile? You're a mean person. Docile maid unlocked. So, I'm pulling up Steam real quick. Hey, pick the wrong weakness. What? Maybe she doesn't have a joke route or something. I don't know. So let's talk about the past, shall we? You said she had to make amends. Did I say that out loud? It's just that when she got her degree, she gave legal advices to everyone in the neighborhood, and she gave the wrong advice to a person. Kumi never talked about it in detail, but I heard that some kids have been placed in the wrong foster homes because of her. What does legal advice have to do with orphans? That's the thing, she thought she could help everyone. She was so wrong. My break is over. Have a good day. So, Kazuo, you're up. Mr. Umehara. My secretary told me a police officer wanted to see me. I assume it's about my son, isn't it? questions. Go ahead, I don't have time to waste. What about his family? His father is a district attorney, his mother a surgeon, he's her only son. That's it. Are you done? Does your son have any friends? No idea. I guess he has the average number of friends a man of his age has. He's a cook, is that correct? Exactly. One always expects a district attorney's son to become a judge or a lawyer. Well, he managed to prove everyone wrong. Is he seen anyone? Not that I'm aware of. Did you hear some rumors about some abductions? As much as you did, don't forget that what you see and hear goes through me first. So this guy gave next to no information. Like, I don't know what to choose for this one, really. Shiga Yaichiro says hi. You left this town years ago. Maybe this time you shall leave for good and never come back. Goodbye. Ah, we can't hit the fourth one. So, Koto, you're up. Good afternoon, Miss Kojima. Why, it's rare to run into a polite cop these days. The way you walk, your plaster saint looks? What the hell? The tone of your voice makes you the perfect pig stereotype. Congratulations. I didn't know that to become a mobster one had to go to college and major in psychology. What do you want? It's about Shige. I see. My lawyer will release me from custody in a matter of minutes. Mark my words. You're not a suspect. I'm just trying to find him, that's all. That piece of trash owes you money, is that it? Answer my questions, and once the person responsible for his abduction is identified, well, I'll let you know before the police. Do we have a deal? I like that way of thinking. I'm all ears. Can you tell me anything about his family? He's an orphan. He only has his wife and that's it. Just his wife. Do you think someone got even? Possible. He's hurt many people in his life, but that's all I can say. Don't expect more from me. You're still a cop, not a confidant. Tell me about his business. Being a salon manager ain't easy, especially with the migrant community in the neighborhood, but that's how business works. As for his other business, it goes the same way. Is he married, divorced, or widowed? He has a wife, but trust me, she has no interest in kidnapping her husband. What do you mean? She's as sick and depraved as he is. They are what you call two of a kind. He pays the bills, doesn't have life insurance, hence without him, she's done for. Other women in his life? Did you hear any rumors lately? About some disappearances? Yes. My organization has nothing to do with it. Believing someone like you is not easy. Since the disappearances started, the city has been swarmed with cops. Trust me, it's hurting our business, big time. So let's see what our options are. The mistress. It's you, isn't it? Damn it, I have the wrong one. Doesn't that bother you that when he's banging you, he thinks of his wife? What did you just say, swine? You're nothing but mere entertainment to him. A mistress will never be loved like a wife. Sorry to disappoint you, but you're wrong. I'm way too old for him. Too old? By 20 years, if you see what I mean. Anyway, I have to go. It's been a pleasure. And here's the violin music telling you found the sinister route. Finish what you said about his family. I said everything that had to be said. Tell me about the children. So you know about them. It's been a couple of years that he and his wife are no longer allowed to be a foster home. Too many complaints raised suspicions and his jig was up. Between you and I, what he did is sickening. I've said too much. Good luck finding that bastard. So it's time for our date, wink wink. It's all set. Wine, dishes, aperitif, outfit. Why am I so nervous to have Ari over? I guess it's stress-related. After all, 4 people died in less than 5 days. Yet I have to leave town. I'm not sure when to tell her. What if she wants to have sex with me? Everything gets mixed up in my head. Tonight is going to be... Stop daydreaming, reality calls. Sorry I'm late. I couldn't find a cab. You being so punctual. All is forgiven since you're so ravishing. Stop it. You're going to make me blush. Can I get you something to drink? A glass of wine will be fine, but just one. You know me. If I drink too much, I'm a mess. I don't think I recall seeing you drunk ever, but I take your word for it. My memories are still a bit fuzzy. Did I do something weird last night? Nope, you were really nice to everyone, but once we got out to take some fresh air... Oh yes, I do remember going out with you because of all the smoke. Well, you became very passionate. Ouch. Passionate about what or who? Let's be cautious and use the word preoccupied instead. Passionate plus underage girl is not that hot in court, if you want my opinion. In movies, the hero has that one flashback right now. Why isn't it happening to me? Does that mean I got too close to Noriko? Really, you don't remember any of it? We were talking outside when you received a phone call from Noriko. You talked to her for so long I headed back home all by myself. That is so rude of you, Susumu. You don't blow off a friend for another, especially an underage student. My memories... Nope, nothing. But a friend knows how to forgive, and to be honest, I was really tired, so it's all good with me. What did I do after that phone call? I need to find out. The headmaster texted me this morning. Apparently you were blackout drunk and puked all over Kanon. You're lucky the vacation's just started. Otherwise, you were looking at weeks of lousy jokes from Uemura. I know about you leaving for good. I understand. After all, that's what a sub does, going from one place to another, carried by sick leaves of absence. I apologize for not telling you before. You didn't mean to hurt me. I appreciate it. So? Where is that damn glass of wine? I gotta call Noriko. She needs to tell me what we talked about, for I cannot recall anything. What was so urgent? Ari deserves all my attention, though. I'll take care of Noriko later. It's about time. Did you go to Italy? I guess I deserve your sarcasm after my poor performance last night. I understand you guys wanted to celebrate. I wish I could leave like you. Have you ever filed a request for transfer? Too many memories keep me from leaving our town. The first months are tough, I admit. but then you get the hang of it, for a new life awaits you. Try and leave, Ari. I can make a few phone calls. I know some pretty important people. No, that scares me. Ari, with all those rumors, the lack of respect you have to deal with on a daily basis, think about it. You deserve a new life. You deserve to be happy. No. Hush. I'll call the rector tomorrow morning. Don't remind me of those rumors. It's time for her to wake up, even if it's painful. Do not let anyone tarnish your image, Ari. As long as I can recall, people always picked on you because you don't hit back. Remember when our school was burnt to the ground? I was the only one who knew you didn't do it. All it took was one rumor and the whole school turned against you. Please stop. You should have screamed, "I'm innocent," instead of shutting out others. Let me help you leave this town and forget about those rumors. Let me give you a new life. I made up my mind. Tomorrow I call the rector to get your transfer. We haven't seen each other for 10 years and you want to make decisions for me? For real? What makes you sure I didn't burn down the school? What makes you sure I am not that invisible woman and that I don't deserve that nickname from that moron Uemura? What makes you sure those rumors are not the truth? What makes you believe I need your help and that I need you in my life? Thanks a lot for ruining a perfect evening. Next time you come back, maybe in 20 years, do not call me. So long. Ari. Bring forth the King of Moronic's crown. It's official, the throne is mine. I need to tell her I'm sorry. I just got carried away. Damn. Tokunaga. Wait, don't tell me another murder was broadcasted. Well, come as fast as you can. There is an emergency. Sorry, Ari. Duty calls. I came as fast as I could. Who's the victim? A dentist who went missing 2 weeks ago. Look for yourself. Is that a speculum in her mouth? So I'm not entirely sure on what exactly that was supposed to be. That's a first for me. No connection to any high schools, just in case you're wondering. There's more, Tokunaga. The video was found on a tablet. I see. Now he moves from television to handheld devices. Did I say something stupid? The tablet's Noriko's. It was found on her bed. Tokunaga, Noriko has been kidnapped. The killer has left a proof, and we can only consider the worst. Chapter 7? I thought there were only 6 chapters. I saw her get in the same car as usual. Her driver, too, was the same. So, nothing seems strange or out of place. No, I told her I'd call her later, that's all. No news ever since. No text message, no email, nothing. You know, during any vacation, she's more depressed than usual, so I didn't worry too much. So everything you did for Noriko, it was your mission? Affirmative. You fooled us all. I never thought you were a cop, neither did she. Listen, if you remember anything, call that number immediately. Time is against us. I'm begging you, please find her. It's the third person to testify regarding Noriko's disappearance, and there's no leads whatsoever. That's different. The chief must be interviewing Takada, the headmaster, while I'm waiting for Uemura to show up any minute now. I just hope I won't have to take Ari's deposition, especially after what happened yesterday. Anything new, Tokunaga? Noriko's best friend Tama, as expected. She didn't notice anything. How about you? Nothing. Looks like no one has been in contact with her. Noriko's father had a CCTV system, but it was hacked around 5:30 p.m. Hence, we don't have any tape of how things unfolded. No fingerprints. Finding how he did it is not our priority. What matters is to get her back to safety before he kills her. We've asked architects and construction workers, but no one could help us identify the locations where he kills his victims. There's not much we can do. Oh, I think I know where it is. All our efforts to find him have been in vain. I have to admit, he's smarter than us. Wait up. What if instead of tracking him down, we let him track us? Imagine we could anticipate his next move. A simple GPS tracker on the next victim could lead us to his location. It's too dangerous and there are so many profiles. You don't want to put a GPS beacon on all the inhabitants of the city, do you? Of course not. What I mean is we could anticipate his moves, just like in a game of chess. That is the best strategy we've had so far. Surprising. How do we proceed then? Let's rule out those not related to Takanori High School for starters. Using data mining to solve a criminal case, that's smart. If we stick with those related to Takanori High, that'll require 100 beacons, although I doubt a judge would agree. I can handle him, but how do we get approval of hundreds of civilians? We can't, that's the thing. Are you out of your mind? Do you really think I can ask a judge to allow the illegal tracking of citizens without their consent? They do that in the US. If they find out, they will change their habits. All the missing persons had a routine in common. That's why they got caught. Chief, there is no other way. Dream on, but I'll do my best. I'm heading to the data center that has all the data we need to create the beacon protocol. Since it's 10 miles away, don't expect me to come back before 2 hours at least. What, is she walking there or something? I hope you know what you're doing, Tokunaga. I hate driving. What, is she gonna push the car or something? If you have a better idea, I'm all ears. That's what I thought. Yeah, if you have a car, how does it take you 2 hours to travel 10 or 15 miles? Like, I could understand if, like, all of the geniuses got in the car and it was her job to actually push it to the location. That I could see, but... like, even if you walk, it's not going to take you 2 hours. Holy crap. Time to interview Uemura. Although I'm sure he spent his evening with Kanone. Weird. He's not here yet. I must have misread the subpoena that was handed to him. No, looks like he's late. Maybe he was staying at Kanone's or blacked out and didn't get a subpoena. Tokunaga speaking. Can you tell me in what room Kanone Okita is being interviewed? She's not here. Can you double check for me? Sure, call me when she gets here. They're probably in a love hotel. It's Ari. I hope her deposition went fine. Ari? Susumu. Ari, about yesterday. Susumu, please come to my place. Excuse me? There's someone... Susumu, please, don't let him take me. Don't let him leave me. Don't leave me. Ari. Ari. I'm not leaving you. I won't give up on you. Susumu. Ray, what happened? Answer me. Her parents. It can't be. No, it can't be. This is a tragedy. This family is destroyed now. No surprise if you knew the father. Are the kids fine? bad, Susumu. They're dead. Who did this? A man came and started to fight with my dad, so I hid. Eisuke, where's Eisuke? He's with the medics, but looks like he's not hurt. He's in shock, though. Don't leave me, Susumu. Ari, where are you? What the fuck? And now we should be in her shed. Head. Apartment. Lights. Hope feels better. Hit, sorry. Came to. Seconds quick. What is this? I was on the phone. And then Ari. My eyes. Welcome. Who are you and where are you? I'm right in front of you. So, it was you behind all this. Indeed, my dear opponent. Opponent. Remember, we have a game to finish. You think killing innocent people is a game, you sick maniac? It is a game. Let's see which pieces are in play. Impossible. Your turn. Let them go. No can do. One has to win the game first. As far as I know, none of our kings are in check, right? But all those deaths was our game on the phone. Had you sacrificed some pawns to prove your superiority, some might still be alive. It just cannot be. The rules are simple. Put my king in check and surviving pieces will be released. If your king is in check, then all your side of the chessboard will be sacrificed. You want me to kill innocent people to win a stupid game? I'll never do that. Your turn? Never. Did I omit to tell you what will happen if you decide not to play or to give up? The whole chessboard will be wiped out. Don't worry. Either way, you can only save 1 out of 2. The kings. Oh. Them. Your king is Noriko. Mine is Ari. I agree they should be queens, but let's not be picky about semantics, shall we? Ari, Noriko. No. Ari, Noriko, Uemura, Kanon. So I haven't actually looked at these. Ah, here's Kanon. That looks like one of the geniuses. Oh, there's Uemura. Or this is Kanon. That's Uemura. And then we've probably seen the other guys, like that's the mafioso. I'm sorry. Knight D6. Knight C4. So that one's crossed out. This was the one that was crossed out with the gas. Knight XC4. Hey, there's the mafioso. Queen XC4, check. I'm sure she's fine. Child Protection found us a family. There's a chance we won't see each other much, Susumu. What about Eisuke? We'll stay together. Say hi to the gang for me. Sure. Don't forget me, Susumu. Checkmate. You did this on purpose, didn't you? Just so you could save your friend. The police is on its way. You were one hell of an opponent. I wanted to play against you for years, do you know that? Enough small talk. Time to clean up the board. What? You didn't really think I'd let anyone alive, did you? So long. Come back. No. No. Here. Chief, I found him. Take time. Medic. Naga, wait. How are you feeling, Tokunaga? Fine, I guess. I asked the Attorney General to wait for a few days for the debriefing after what you've been through. Thanks. The truth is, you didn't want me to testify until my memory comes back, right? Smart. We'd rather wait. We are not allowed to make even the tiniest mistake. Didn't your doctor say it was only temporary? My recent memory is as good as before. I just lost some memories from my past. My childhood, school years, my training. Surprisingly, only the last couple of months are still fresh. How is that surprising? The neurologist thinks that my memory loss appears to be voluntary. That's why the shrink comes twice a day so we can talk. A normal person would rather suppress the memories from that dreadful day. But not me. I can remember every detail as if it just happened an hour ago. How is she? Fine, I guess. She's in a recovery room. And the others? Tell me. All the traps triggered. Your friend is lucky. No vital organs were wounded. 1 inch to the left and you'd have been the only survivor. When can I see her? Soon. Just be patient. To be honest, I don't know what to tell you. What you went through, no psychological book ever covers. Then maybe they'll make a movie based on what happened. Tokunaga? Going haywire would be too soft. It's the embrace of madness that will suck the life out of me. That condition might delay my release from this white hell where sedatives are a substitute for the morning orange juice. This morning the psychiatrist and I talked about the concept of reconstruction. This therapeutic approach is not what I need. Treat me like a criminal, not a victim. After all, I am the one responsible for their deaths. Ari, can you hear me? Is it normal she doesn't answer? Give her some time to rest. Although her surgery was a routine one for the chief surgeon, her tiny body needs to rest. Ari. Please leave the room. It's time for me to wash her. I understand. Thank you very much for letting me talk to her. Sue. Looks like she's awoken. Ari. I knew you'd be next to me in heaven. You're not dead, Ari. You're in a hospital. But when you see the bill, you probably will drop dead. The doctor on call will be here any minute. You should go now. Susumu, you saved me. And I thought you didn't love me. What you did. You're the only one who matters to me. Susu. Move, doctor. Damn. A systole. I need a crash cart in here. Scares like that, Irie. They managed to save you. How long has it? 3 weeks. You're lucky, Masuda. Your friend stayed by your side the whole time. Don't mention it. Thank you, Susumu. When can I go home? In a few days, and then you're ready to go back to teaching. Spending your summer vacation in a hospital bed really sucks. You haven't changed. What about you? Are you okay? Tell her. What? Stay out of this. It's none of your business. What a party pooper. Even in movies, they don't have love stories like yours. Love? Love stories? Irie, it's... I mean... Susumu? Would you marry me? Marry you? Yes, I will. Congratulations. Now go and buy a bottle of champagne. Get out of this room. We're having a private moment. Hey, I'm the nurse. If someone has to leave, that's you, buddy. Don't call me buddy, pal. And forget about the champagne. Alcohol is never a solution. Skinflint? Such an evil hag, pushing me out of my soon-to-be wife's room. I won't forget about that. How many times did I walk through these corridors? 200 times, or even more. The soundscape is always the same. People screaming and crying, gossiping, almost like in high school. The hardest part was the first time I got out of my room a few hours after the paramedics brought me to this hospital. Doctors and nurses were on the lookout since it only happens once in a lifetime when the victims of a sadistic serial killer are brought to your hospital. Even if I were sedated, I could hear them. He's the sole survivor. He's performing surgery on her. I cannot believe it. Burnt alive, can you imagine? The names of the victims sound like a funeral toll. Ichi Yusai, Kyura, Fujita, Uesugi. All those comments were reminders of my impotency to save them, each name rubbing salt in my wounds. Finally, after days of wandering down these corridors, I could see my salvation. Yes, I'll move in with Irie and we'll get married. We both need support to rebuild ourselves. It'll be easier as a couple. Just Irie and I. What delicious meal are you cooking for your beloved husband? Tuna salad with corn cobs and sesame seeds. My waistline says thank you. Actually, that's what we could have eaten if a certain someone hadn't forgotten to buy corn cobs, sesame seeds, and tuna. Ouch. So it's not going to be a delicious meal, we're having pasta. Forgive me, Don't sweat it, it's just food. My memory isn't getting any better. Hush. It will get better, and we're together. Nothing else matters. You're right. I'll let you finish what you started. First thing I'll do tomorrow is to make an appointment with my doctor for if my memory doesn't get better. I'll have to quit my job as a police officer. Thank God Irie is on my side, and it turns out she's a wonderful wife. What is that noise? words. Will you shut up, you... Memories. I remember now. My access is still working. Sakura Kiora. She used to torture birds when we were kids. Sumiteru Isoda was known for poisoning cats in her neighborhood. Sakuma was the one who had set the school on fire. Fuchida Maru, the student bullying Ari. What am I doing? But why did she... Ari... See, your memories are back. You cannot... No way you could have... You were in a cell. I saw you getting shot at. You really want to waste the few minutes you have left to talk about this? Fine then, it was a video loop, nothing else. All I had to do was go back to the cell and shoot myself while making sure no vital organs would be wounded. The how was pretty straightforward. When my parents died, I inherited a large sum of money. That piece of crap mother of mine had one quality. She knew how to make money. Before she died, she'd opened an offshore account with a generous interest rate for me. And before you asked, no, I did not kill my parents. My dad was a mobster and he ripped off the wrong guy. I hope I'm not a disappointment. The who? Those who hurt me and other insignificant vermin so I could draw your attention elsewhere. All those innocents. Innocents? That's a good one. Adulterous women, hackers, crooked accountants, pedophiles, the list goes on and on. I just got rid of some parasites. If they're parasites, you're not better than them. Want to know the why, or would you rather die like a dog? Tell me why. Now that your memory is back, doesn't the game you played remind you of something? No. Think harder. Think about Eisuke. The game. It was the last game I played with your brother. And? Aren't you forgetting something that really, really matters? Say it. I cheated. When the educator had his back turned, you cheated. Right in front of Eisuke. The shame was too great. Losing to you he could have coped with, but losing to a cheater... For years he shut himself off, yet he remained a decent guy. He waited for you to leave our town to kill himself. Eisuke killed himself because of you. We were kids, Ari. It was wrong, but... Wrong? Playing chess meant everything to him. It was his very own salvation when our parents died, and we were put in that foster home. That foster home where they raped us. Why didn't you kill me then? Just me. To see you suffer. To make you feel the same impotence I felt. To make you feel guilty until the day you die. Had you acted like a human being, maybe I wouldn't have set up such a diabolical plan. But you didn't. Your parents never even abused you, and yet, you didn't show up to their funeral. What? I would have stopped there if you'd come back. One last thing, my love. I want you to know that your father's last words were for you. But she's my best friend, Daddy. I don't get it. We're all the result of our ancestors' actions, and her family is known for being violent. Notoriously famous, I should say. Violence runs in their blood, Susumu. Stay away from her. You're the most precious thing I have in this world. I want you to know that. Cop ends up paralyzed. Wow. They had a lot of people working on the background art. How many do they have on the characters? Music. That's no real surprise to me, I'm afraid. I don't even remember who that is. I think it's one of the geniuses or whatever. How about a game of Mahjong? And this is considered to be the good ending? Where to even begin? Where to even begin? So, yeah. That was kind of lame in the end. Yeah, if anything else to say, it's just gonna go in the description. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching and goodbye.